Hello everyone. Hopefully everyone's been having a good, happy holiday season. This next reading I'm about to do will be for Capricorn, and I am using the Arc Animal Tarot deck. It comes in quite a large box, so already I'm sure I've seen it. Yeah, Capricorn, finally, Saturn is finally leaving your sign. So things should be a lot easier for you, should be easier to make money, should be easier to connect with people and have them understand you. Should be easier also with family and authoritarian figures, perhaps such as your father or if your mother rules the house. Yeah, so that's great news for Capricorn. Yeah, I chose these cards because I like the animal pictures, and two, they have mountains on the back, and you guys are a mix of water with the reflection of the mountains and the goat, so that's why I chose those. Okay, let's see here. So this is just general for 2023. Just gonna cleanse my space. Okay. I really think that 2023 is going to be a great year for Capricorn. So let's start and see. Oh, and also too, for the clarifiers, I have my little Aquarian tarot deck. I love this deck. I think it's just really cute. You can see here that they're quite a bit smaller and they're really easy to fit into your hands. Okay. Let's see what Capricorn has. And if any of these decks, if you like any of them, or if you guys are into crystals, you can always go to my website at www.rocksinnabox.ca. Also for personal readings as well, you'll find me there. It's under personal card readings and moon mist. All right, Capricorn, let's get into it. All right, celebrations, 3 of Cups. Oh, wow, that's so nice. The 3 of Cups to start. That's you right now, celebrating probably the end of the year. Oh, and you get the Ace of Wands supporting or challenging you, which is always a nice challenge, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles, that's good too. The Magician, interesting. The Bat, or the Hangman. We got the Magician, and this was the Page of Pentacles. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna move my crystals over. These cards are a little bit bigger, so just make sure that you have space for them if you do have this deck. Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh, you're getting so many blessings, Capricorn, so many blessings. 8 of Pentacles. Woo, you've been working hard. Oh, in your mind's eye or your fear, your hopes, you've got the 10 of Swords. And the last one is the 8 of Swords, which is so, I'm just gonna stick this one here, just making sure everyone can see. But yeah, okay, so let's get into this, and let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. 2 of Swords. It's got a blue-footed booby on the bottom there. He looks kind of funky. 2 of Swords. So it says here, indecision, information overload, impasse. I think this is just, you've really had a tougher year, and I think the overall energy is you're really deciding on where to go and what to do. All my Capricorns have been through quite a lot. You can see here in the past that the Hangman, so you're waiting for something, right? Like you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're looking within. It says here self-surrender, prophetic powers, and facing darkness. I don't really think it's facing darkness unless it's, that card refers to the part that you're looking inward. So for this, the Hangman, you're waiting, you've decided to stick to something, even if it may not be the greatest right now. It's like you're waiting for it to come to fruition, right? So this is like the recent past. And what's on the base of this reading? So you may have stuck in there because you feel like, you know, you are the magician. You do have, like, Capricorn, you are so resourceful. You know, you're not as slow and steady as Taurus. You are able to make decisions a little bit quicker. Oh, sorry, I was just having a sip of my tea. So I mean, like, you feel like you can do all this. So maybe all the stagnancy and the waiting of the past year has really sort of, you know, brought you, you know, to this place of just, like you said, you're just waiting. Like, it brought you down a bit, but it's still the base here that you still have this inkling and the support of the universe saying that, you know what, Capricorn, you can do this. You can manifest anything you want. You have all the tools, right? And what does the raven do? Ravens can, like, I think they can talk, they can do math. I think they've been found to open locks. Like, you know, they're very resourceful and they're very good. And you have the willpower to stand it out. So this is kind of like the base. And if we go up here to the subconscious, or what's up in the universe or working for you that you may not be aware of, you have the Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, I'd like to say, is like there's an opportunity coming, and I feel like this is like another waiting card, because Pentacles are slow, right? So here you're waiting for something to happen in the past, and above you, it's saying that your opportunity is coming. It's actually going to come now. So this card ends up, you know, generally the energy of this card, you know, if nothing changes, will end up coming down here and become your base. So the Page of Pentacles, or this camel, and if you think of a camel, you store all this water and you go over all the deserts, and, you know, but you have water. It may not be like, you know, but that's enough. One drop in the desert is better than no drops in the desert, right? I'm not saying that you won't be abundant, but I'm saying that you're going to have this abundance and you're going to carry it from all the long journey that you've had and your willpower to stick it out. So this opportunity is coming. It's, you know, it's like percolating, and it's supporting you, and definitely just hang in there. The money's coming. That means money, an opportunity is definitely on its way. So if we go back a little bit, you know, this is you right now. So you're celebrating, and it's time to focus. Three is a focusing number, right? And the Three of Cups is a happy, rejoicing. Maybe you're happy because it's the end of the year. Maybe you're happy because it's your season, it's your birthday, you know, whatever it may be. And then we have the squirrel here, which is the Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, out of all the wands, is sort of, and it's very interesting because this is a quicker, faster card. Wands happen generally faster. It goes swords, wands, cups, and then pentacles. So that's why I'm saying that this opportunity here that maybe perhaps you're really wanting and that you've been waiting for and you've been digging deep inside to try to find or get or work toward is coming. But this is saying that there's opportunities still coming at you, and they may be happening fast, you know, and this is the motivation. Like, this is like inspiration, curiosity. Like, this is like stuff that, like, you get a phone call one day and someone says, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, just in passing, oh, I met this guy and he needs someone to do this job. And you're like, oh my God, I can do that job. And you're like, and the friend, you know, hooks you up together and you end up getting that job, you know, but these are quick passings, right? Out of all of them though, the Ace of Wands is like something that you have to catch. It's like it's like coming in front of you, but you still have to catch it. It's almost like you have to chase your motivation and your drive, right? Like, you have to chase, you have to get it. But that's like motivation, right? Like, you have to find your own inspiration, motivation to go out and catch those opportunities, right? So there's lots of things coming to you, which I think perhaps maybe you're celebrating. Maybe it's not exactly the one that you want, or maybe you're waiting for a certain money opportunity. I feel like that could be it. You're waiting. Yeah. And the more we go under here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're totally waiting. You got lots of twos here. If I keep going, so Two of Swords, you know, indecision, you're not sure on which way to go. Perhaps this is between waiting for the long run or taking the opportunity in front of you. That's kind of what I'm getting, right? You have a decision. You're going to have lots of information coming to you. You got the Knight of Swords. So, you know, this is also could be a mentor telling you have a lot of information coming at you, right? Like, this even says information overload. So your mind is constantly working, Capricorn, on which route to take, but it all looks good, right? And then underneath here too, we have, if we keep going, so after all this information, you have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish card. So after all your indecisions and all your stress, like later on, like the cards underneath are cards also that like are sort of the overall theme of this. And they're also the cards to come as well, because it's sort of a continuation of the reading. So yeah, you got the pufferfish, 9 of Cups. So that's like your wish comes true. And then if you go deeper, you get the 2 of Pentacles after the wish card. So that's just saying that you still have choices, and it's like balance. It's almost like you get to have both decisions. It's almost like, and maybe that's your wish. Maybe you want to take on a bunch of projects, Capricorn, and that doesn't sound unlike you, right? In your near future, you got the Elephant, which is justice. Justice is very much of like righted wrongs. It's also the feeling of just feeling like you've been heard by the universe, and everything that you've been waiting for in this Hangman, and you've been doing all this like inner deep soul searching work, and you've been trying to, you've been hanging on, you've had the willpower, you've been manifesting, you're waiting, you're deciding, you're also, you're working toward, there's some kind of group around you that might be working towards something. All these opportunities, like you're just trying to put the puzzle pieces all together. You're gonna feel justified. It's almost like finding that last puzzle piece that like when it fits and you click it in, it's like, oh my gosh, all that work and all that stuff I've gone through, it's like it was for something. So this is how you're gonna feel. It's almost like, I feel like this is for you in this sense. Justice is like a card of relief. Like I feel like you're just gonna be like you can breathe. And which is interesting because, I also, if you read this way as well, like in your hopes and fears, you have the 10 of Swords. So this is your hopes and fears. And I feel like this is just your stressing, Capricorn. You're just stressing over all these choices. And if it's ever going to happen, will I be justified? Will it come together? Will all my work and manifesting and all these opportunities that maybe I missed, or maybe that I'm deciding between, like, is it worth it? Like, I feel like you're just very, very stressed. But 10 is the end of a cycle, right? So you will be done. You will be, this is over. And it's also in your mind too. So let's get rid of that stress. And then if we go down here, it's like your stresses will be justified. Like, or you'll be righted. So this is all going to come to an end. And it's all from your willpower, from your manifestation, from your ability to be an alchemist and really be resourceful. Woodpecker. So this is the outcome. I know I've kind of skipped these 2 cards. I will come back to them. So I just want to like tie in these 2 swords here and how this all works out, because this is in your mind, right? And Capricorns, you like to internalize a lot and then not say anything and, internally stress. Woodpecker. So you've got 8 of Swords. So this is again, so your stress is like, I feel like this is like the real stress. Like this is you in your head thinking that everything is huge and, horrible. And, everything is like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Can I make the wrong decision? Whereas like, this is saying, this is all in your head, Capricorn. This is just, and I will clarify this. I will do a clarification because again, this is ending on Swords. So let's try to clarify that stress. This is just saying you're in your own head. It's yourself. It says right here, self-imposed prison, new perspectives. Like 8 is also the number of like, recognition, communication, but like communication with yourself too is important. Like, you need to be positive, Capricorn, and be kind to yourself. That's another thing you have to do. And that's a huge thing, right? You have to be kind to yourself. All right. How you see yourself right now is Ace of Cups, which is kind of nice. I feel like I feel like even though you're stressed and you've got these cards up there, I feel like you're thinking, I think you can see the light, Capricorn, because you're celebrating now. You've got all these opportunities. It's like you've lined it all up for next year, and you can kind of see what your next year, because like you like to plan, Capricorn. So I feel like you kind of lined everything up and you're like, hey, like, even if this doesn't go this way, like 2 of Swords, right? Like if it goes this way, it's going to be like Camel, Page of Pentacles. So I have to wait a little bit longer. Or if I go with the Squirrel or Ace of Wands, I have to, like, I'll be right in it right away. Like, I think your stress is lessening. I think that's what's going on. It also is really happy, fulfillment, you're overflowing. Like typically this used to be like, or traditionally in the Rider-Waite tarot, this is a cup, full of water and it's overflowing. So, I mean, there's tons of there's also divine protection in this too. This is saying that your joy is there, like it's starting to bubble. It's like just starting, right? Like you're at 1, right? Ace. And then Giraffe. So this is your environment, which is interesting because you got the 8 of Swords and you got the 8 of Pentacles as like your environment and your outcome. So I'm really thinking that like 8 of Pentacles in your environment, this is how people also can see you and their attitude around you. And again, you've been working so hard and all these opportunities. People are noticing you, Capricorn. People are noticing you, and you're going to be recognized for whatever you're mastering or for whatever you're doing. Yeah, you're going to be recognized. Money is also going to be coming your way. That's a nice thing about the 8 of Pentacles. It's like, oh, someone notices you. Like the people are going to be wanting you to do your job. Like if you're the only person who can do that job, people are going to be wanting to talk to you, to hire you. Here it says apprenticeship, quality, craftsmanship, mastery. Apprenticeship and mastery are very different things, but I feel like you've been learning so much along the way. You're being recognized for whatever discoveries you've made or whatever accomplishments you've made in the job along the way, and people are taking notice, which is a great card to have. I feel like this is like money, like money is coming. It is a slower card too. Again, remember it's Pentacles, like you are working really, really hard, Capricorn, but it's all there, like the money's coming. So, I mean, everyone's noticing you. So I think, I want to say, oh gosh. Oh, look at that. It just flew out. The High Priestess. And I was thinking about clarifying this 8 of Swords. So High Priestess, you need to trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust that you've got this. Like people are recognizing you. You are important, Capricorn. Like don't stress. Like what you've been doing has been so good, right? So, let's see. What else can we, let's clarify this. Ace of Wands. What is this opportunity? Woo, everything just wanted to fly out there. Ace of Wands for Capricorn. Ace of Wands. Ooh, oh my God, how beautiful. Ace of Cups. Maybe, perhaps this is your chance to really feel fulfillment and joy in what you're doing. Maybe this opportunity, maybe that's what your stress is. Maybe this is the more logical and more, this is the decision that makes more sense. And maybe it's in the long run will make you more money. But the shorthanded one opportunity for whatever it is, I feel like this is what is going to give you more joy and more fulfillment in your life. And maybe that's why you're celebrating. Maybe because you're like, oh, you know what? I have this opportunity up here and I can see it far away. But at the same time, I want to do this because it fills me up. And I feel like Capricorn, you haven't been full inside for a while, and it's time to be kind to yourself. It's time to be kind. The High Priestess just confirms all that too. Like trust in yourself, like trust in your gut, trust in what's going on. Overall, I really think this is a good reading, Capricorn. I feel like you're moving away from everything. Yeah, strength. Hang on, Capricorn. You're holding out for everything that is basically everything that you deserve, right? So, oh, sorry, I'm a little off camera. But yeah, strength, this is like a really powerful card. And I feel like you have people supporting you. I wasn't really thinking of anything in particular, but for some reason I want to put this card here. And the Justice and the Strength, like you really, like 2 major arcana is like, I really feel like you have the support of the universe. Like you really do. And perhaps there's a strong, I know strength is typically usually in the Rider-Waite tarot, a woman with a lion, but here it's a man. And I feel like it might be like a male Leo. Yeah, I feel like a male Leo actually might be supporting you somewhere in the background. Perhaps this is a boss or a dear friend who's maybe a little bit more experienced in, what you're doing or in the world or in your field. But I feel like all this is going to help you feel justified and kind of push you into the next level. Yeah, honestly, I can't think of a better way to start off 2023. Like you're kind of leaving behind all this indecision, and unknowing of what's going on, and kind of just literally like the bat is hanging around. But yeah, that's all I can say, Capricorn. I think it's going to be a really good year for you. I think there's going to be a lot of recognition and a lot of things finally won. And I'm so excited for you. So happy 2023. Happy New Year. And if anyone wants a personal reading or anything more in depth, or me to go over anything in general for them, like I said, you can always hit me up on my website, www.rocksinabox.ca. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.